What if I told you that 90% of people feel completely empty inside, despite having everything they thought they wanted? And what if the solution to this epidemic of meaninglessness was discovered over 1,000 years ago by Japanese villagers who routinely live past 100 years old? Today, I'm going to reveal the ancient Japanese concept of Ikigai that has helped millions find their reason to wake up every morning. And by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to discover your own life's purpose. But first, let me ask you something. Do you ever lie in bed on Sunday night dreading Monday morning? Do you feel like you're just going through the motions day after day without any real direction? If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not broken. You're just missing something that the people of Okinawa, Japan, figured out centuries ago. The island of Okinawa has the highest concentration of centenarians in the world. These aren't just people who live long lives, they're people who thrive well into their 90s and beyond. And here's the shocking part. It's not just their diet or exercise routine that keeps them going. Back in ancient Japan, they discovered something called Ikigai, which literally translates to reason for being. This concept became the foundation of how they approached every single day of their lives. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another self-help concept that promises to change my life? But hear me out. Ikigai isn't some modern productivity hack or motivational fluff. It's a practical framework that's been tested by thousands of years of human experience, and the science behind it is absolutely fascinating. Most people think longevity and fulfillment come from avoiding problems or chasing pleasure. But the Okinawans focus on something completely different. They focus on finding their reason to thrive, not just survive. And the beautiful thing about Ikigai is that it's not about finding one massive life purpose. It's about understanding how 4 simple elements of your life can work together to create unshakable meaning. Let me show you exactly how this works. Picture 4 overlapping circles in your mind right now. The first circle represents what you love doing. This isn't just your hobbies or guilty pleasures. This is about activities that genuinely energize you, that make you lose track of time, that you would do even if nobody was watching or paying you. The second circle shows what you're naturally good at. And here's where most people get confused. You don't need to be the absolute best in the world at something for it to count as a natural ability. Your talents are things that feel easier for you than for most people. Activities where you get better results with less effort. The third circle contains what the world desperately needs. This might sound overwhelming, like you need to solve global hunger or cure cancer. But sometimes the world needs your ability to make people laugh, or your talent for organizing chaos, or your gift for listening without judgment. Your contribution doesn't have to be grand to be meaningful. The fourth circle holds what people will pay you for. This isn't about chasing any paycheck. It's about finding sustainable ways to get compensated for the unique value you provide when you're operating in your sweet spot. Now here's where it gets really interesting. When all 4 circles overlap perfectly in the center, that's where you find your Ikigai. This intersection point becomes your reason for being, your purpose for existing. But here's what nobody tells you about this process, and this is crucial. You might be thinking, but I don't know what I love, or what I'm good at, or what the world needs from me. That's exactly where most people get stuck. They try to analyze their way to their calling, but your body already knows the answer. Your energy levels reveal more about your purpose than any personality test ever will. Pay attention to which activities energize you and which ones drain you, regardless of whether you're good at them or not. Activities aligned with your Ikigai will leave you feeling more energized than when you started, even if they're challenging. Tasks that oppose your nature will exhaust you, no matter how easy they seem. Let me give you a practical example. Sarah was a successful lawyer who made 6 figures but felt completely empty. Every Sunday, she'd get that sick feeling in her stomach, thinking about Monday morning. She thought the problem was her demanding boss or long hours. But when she applied the Ikigai framework, she discovered something surprising. Sarah loved solving complex problems. She was naturally good at seeing patterns others missed. The world needed someone who could translate legal jargon into plain English, and there were multiple ways to get paid for this skill set. But she was trapped in a version of legal work that only utilized one or two of these elements. Within 6 months of realigning her practice, she was doing the same type of work but felt completely different about it. And this brings up something really important. You might be thinking, but what if I can't make money doing what I love? This is where most people get it backwards. They chase money hoping it will bring them purpose. But Ikigai philosophy works in the opposite direction. Money follows purpose, not the other way around. When you align what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs, the money naturally follows. People will pay you generously when you solve problems they actually have using talents you genuinely enjoy. The money becomes a byproduct of living your purpose, not the goal itself. But here's something that might surprise you. Your childhood holds the key to your adult purpose. The clues to your Ikigai are hidden in your childhood memories. What activities made you lose track of time when you were young? What problems did you naturally try to solve? What made you feel most alive and engaged before anyone told you what was practical or profitable? These childhood patterns reveal your authentic interests before society shaped your choices. Your adult Ikigai often connects back to those pure moments of joy and curiosity from your early years. I remember spending hours as a kid creating elaborate stories and sharing them with anyone who would listen. It took me decades to realize that my love of storytelling was pointing toward my purpose in content creation. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great in theory, but how do I actually find my Ikigai? Here's a simple question that can reveal your life's purpose in 30 seconds. Every morning, ask yourself, what am I excited to do today that would also help someone else? This question automatically connects your personal desires with service to others. When you can answer this question consistently, you've found your Ikigai sweet spot. Your excitement becomes fuel for making the world better, one day at a time. But let me address something that keeps people stuck. You don't need to find perfect alignment in all 4 areas to start living meaningfully. Searching for perfect Ikigai will keep you stuck forever. Even people living their purpose have days when the work feels hard or the money isn't quite right. Ikigai is more like a dance than a destination, requiring constant small adjustments as you grow and change. The goal isn't perfection, but rather conscious movement toward better alignment over time. And here's the beautiful part. You can start right now. You don't need to quit your job or change your entire life to begin living your Ikigai today. You can begin by spending 15 minutes a day on activities that combine what you enjoy with what you're good at. Look for small ways to serve others using your natural abilities. Every small step toward alignment creates momentum that leads to bigger opportunities and clearer direction over time. These small, consistent actions compound into completely transformed lives without the trauma of sudden upheaval. There's one more thing I need to tell you about Ikigai that could change everything. Your purpose will evolve throughout your life, and that's exactly how it should be. What excited you at 20 might bore you at 40, and skills that served you early in your career might need updating later. The Japanese understand that Ikigai is dynamic, shifting as you gain experience and wisdom. Instead of clinging to old purposes, stay curious about how your calling might be expanding into new territory. Sometimes what feels like losing your way is actually your purpose evolving into something bigger and more meaningful. Your Ikigai is waiting for you to begin, not waiting for you to figure it all out first. The people of Okinawa don't have a word for retirement because they never stop contributing meaningfully. They continue pursuing their purpose well into their 90s and beyond because they found work so aligned with their nature that they never want to fully retire from it. If this video resonated with you, smash that like button because it tells YouTube to share this message with others who need to hear it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss content that could transform your life. And if you're ready to dive deeper into finding your purpose, check out the video I made about the daily habits that successful people use to stay aligned with their mission. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Remember, your Ikigai isn't hiding in some distant future when conditions are perfect. It's available to you right now, in this moment, waiting for you to take the first step toward a life that energizes rather than drains you. The only question left is, what will you do with this knowledge?